So the idea I'm thinking about, the chain of ideas that got me to the point I'm going to make here are, we hear a lot that black children are told how to behave if they're confronted by a cop. And these stories are presented as if they're a tragedy. Things like don't reach for your wallet, blah, blah, blah. They're told how to best navigate the situation in the hopes of avoiding being shot. Which, really, is a solid piece of advice, and I think more parents should be taking a don't get shot approach to giving their kids life lessons. But the other thing that really got me thinking was the video of Bryce Masters, who was a teen who was not black, who did nothing wrong, essentially, but got pulled over, didn't comply with the officer, ended up getting tased, his heart stopped, and then the cop dragged him out of the car, dropped him on the pavement, and he got brain damage. And the cop was punished. I don't know to the extent of which he was punished, but he was kicked off the force at least, if he didn't face any criminal charges. So here's the thing. If Bryce's parents had told him the same thing that it's apparently tragic that black parents tell their children, he might still have brain function. And clearly, if anyone makes this accusation, they're an ass. Clearly, I'm not saying that the cop was in the right in any way. That moral distinction isn't going to bring back Bryce's brain function. It's really important that you choose the right time and place to be a civil rights hero. And however you feel about the larger moral, societal implications of anything, complying with a police officer in the moment is just the safer choice. Because I don't think you want to be a civil rights martyr. And I will say that, yeah, I do have some sympathy for cops. They have very high-stress jobs, yada, yada, yada. We've heard all of that. And it's true. I shouldn't devalue it in any way. But ultimately, in that moment, responsibility for the outcome depends on civilians. A cop may be a bad cop, he may be a good cop. Either way, for your own safety, complying is the way to go. And if you want to fight civil rights battles, fight them in court, discuss them online. But at the end of the day, you're endangering your safety if you're a jackass to a cop. And it doesn't matter if that's morally right or not. It's true. If you ignore that fact to try and make a point and then get badly hurt, I can't say I have that much sympathy for you. My sympathy goes out to people who were and are doing everything they can to comply and then get hurt. That's terrible. That is a tragedy. They have my sympathies. But there's another video, a girl in a car that gets pulled over, she starts filming the officer and she goes on rants about how she's a free inhabitant, etc., and then she freaks out. That cop shows immense restraint with her. She's putting up every possible barrier she can, being so incredibly rude, and he's so patient with her. I feel like everyone who watched that video wanted to punch her. So the core idea I'm talking about is that no matter how you feel about the larger political ramifications of a situation, consider your own safety first. Unless you aspire to be a martyr, it's not going to go your way. You are never going to win an aggressive argument with a cop. And you don't know if he's a psychopath or not. You don't know what kind of cop he is. Basically, I'm saying treat cops like wild animals.